I want to show you the coolest hack using chapstick and crayons and how you can blend them together. I used to work at the Boys and Girls Club, and one of the kids showed me this cool technique. You can use whatever kind of crayons you want for this technique. I'm just doing a little swatch so you can see. This is a coloring sheet printed on regular paper, and it's just such an easy hack. I'm just using some chapstick that I have in my stash. I'm going to put a little bit on a cotton swab, and then I'm going to go over my colors. So really, really simple. Kids always have the best art hacks. I think they learned it from TikTok or something. So I am super happy that they shared it with me. So I'm going to start out just by coloring this moth, and I'm going to do it with 3 different colors. And, I'm using Crayola here. So Crayolas blend pretty well without a lot of residue left on there, especially if you go over them. But it's still nice that you can kind of pick up some of that color and make it like really smooth with this technique. So really cool. And I noticed the difference. I will definitely be using this trick. And like I said, my students used to love it. So it's fun. So that's kind of how it looks. It has a little bit of texture, and I'm going to put that chapstick right on the cotton swab. This is a chapstick that is dedicated just for this, but it's really cool. They have so many cool chapsticks that have like really cool fragrances. So you can, give that to your students too, or for yourself, and just have those very nostalgic smells. We used to have the Smuckers and that kind of thing. If you're a child of the 80s and 90s, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, chapstick was all the rage. So there's a lot of really cool flavors and scents that you can have, and it's really nice to use. So I am just starting with the lightest color, and then I'm going to the medium color, and then I'm going to the purple, and I'm just going back and forth. And you see that it blended beautifully. So I'm going to, reverse the order so you can see. And, it may be hard to see on camera, so I suggest that you try this on a page. And you can also do this with something that you colored with crayons. Like I like to do this with flowers, which is so great. That you draw with crayons, and it's so pretty. You can get lots of beautiful blending too. And I'm just kind of taking my time, coloring pretty hard. I could have used like a darker pink. It kind of looks like there's nothing on the page, but I promise at the tip and then at this edge, there actually is some pink. But we're just going to add that in, and you can darken up the lines. The cool thing about this technique is that you can go back in with a crayon and make things a little darker or have a shadow or something like that too. So you can still play with it, which is always good. But I just love how it blends the colors together. I think that's really, really interesting. And you could probably get that technique, with just using crayons. But kids are not the most patient, and they want beautiful results. And this is such an easy way for it to happen. And for coloring too. I love coloring sheets, so this is a good one. So I am pressing really hard. You see here that I am shaking my desk. And we're going to add some more too. And I did try this. Crayola has like metallic color crayons, and I tried it too, and it worked really, really well too. I got sent those when I did something with Crayola. They sent me a big box of all of their favorite kind of supplies, and they make a lot of cool stuff. So it's fun. I'm just pressing really hard. And then I'm going to go in with my last color here, which is that pinky purple, kind of like a lilac color. You can see it a little bit better now, but it's super light. And if you want like a video about like tips that I use for working with crayons, I would love to share that. So just let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. It's so awesome. I love little hacks like this, especially, when you're teaching art to kids or even to teenagers or something. I think that it really helps them to be more confident if they, have these little hacks and tricks for how to utilize and kind of spread their art supplies and make it, feel better for them. I think that it's easy as an adult to tell them, that it's okay if things look, not the way that they want, but it's hard when you're a little one. And this is one of those great hacks. We used to do a lot of drawing and we would use crayons, and this is such a great way to blend them out and, just give your coloring more depth. So I love it. I also encourage them to make a ton of messy art. I think that's super important for a kid and for an adult too. So I'm just going over, and you're going to go through a lot of cotton swabs for this. You can even like peel, the part that comes off and just like, let some more of the cotton show a little bit. That works out too. So I'm going to go around the edge, and you do see that it does pick up some of the color, like the color that's laid on thick, but it blends everything out beautifully. I just love how this looks. So it's really nice and blended and really pretty. And I just wanted to experiment and see like if you needed a certain brand of crayon to do this. So I'm going to start just putting down different brands and kind of swatching things out and seeing like if you put them side by side or next to each other, will they blend into each other? So I just started like doing some experimenting. And here I'm using Crayola and what is that? Crazy Crown or I don't even have them in front of me. Or maybe it's Crazy something. I don't know. But you probably know, maybe Crazy Art. Yeah, I think it's Crazy Art brand. Yeah, so I'm just taking that chapstick again, applying it, and I'm just going to experiment and kind of see. I think we do not spend enough time with our art supplies, even simple ones. There's so many cool things that you can do. And you can see a little bit of the chapstick, like it makes the paper just a little bit transparent, or where you can see, where you applied it, but it dries beautifully, so you don't have to worry about that. And I just wanted to see if I could get those three colors to blend together, which they did a little bit. Yeah, so experiment, kind of see. And you can see on the cotton swab that it does take up the color, so it does blend it together. Actually, really beautifully. But I just like to experiment with my supplies and kind of see what I like. And you could see that on the back, it doesn't like bleed through or anything. So if you're doing this in a beautiful coloring book, it'll work. So these are just like all the brands of crowns that I kind of wanted to check out and see if I would get different results. So this is just a regular one. And then I have this one, which is very smooth. It's like a smooth crayon, and like you like peel it off, kind of like a China marker, to expose the crown part. So I tried that one, and then I have a silly one too. And the silly crowns, they didn't really like move at all, but you could try it and see. So I hope you like this. Let me know if you want more of these art hacks, and I'll see you later, friends. Happy creating. Bye.